Hello, I am Moses. I wrote the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The Hebrew slaves were told that they were going to have a deliverer coming to them to set them free out of 400 years of being in bondage to the Egyptians. They were forced to build the kingdom of Egypt. I was born a Hebrew, the firstborn Hebrew children. I was to be killed, and my mother put me in a basket. Then she floated me down the river. I was saved by the princess of Egypt, who pulled me out of the river and adopted me and gave me my name Moses. I was raised at Pharaoh's palace and was a great warrior and builder, or Egypt, killing my own people, not knowing that I was Hebrew also. I eventually found out that I was a Hebrew by a blanket. I could have been the ruler over the Egyptian kingdom. I chose to go be a slave with my people, was removed out of all the scrolls of Egypt. I was sent out to the desert to die. I'm going to share many stories as one of the writers in the Bad Boy of Babylon podcast. After leaving Egypt, I spent 40 days and night on Mount Sinai, meeting with God to receive the 10 Commandments. I spent 40 days and 40 nights on Mount Sinai. When the Almighty came down, his face was glowing. I will share in a different message. I will share the story of what happened Mount Sinai. After the Hebrew slaves were set free, we were sent out into the wilderness, towards the Promised Land. The Hebrews had to go through the Red Sea and many obstacles in the wilderness. I told them that the Almighty would take care of us and bring us to the Promised Land. That was promised to Abraham. One of the things that I was told to do was to build the tabernacle in the wilderness. This podcast will share many things about the tabernacle. God gave me detailed and stretching on how to build the tabernacle, temple that the Hebrew could set up in the desert. Every time the Hebrew children moved, they had to pack up the tabernacle and carry with them as they moved. I was asked to go back and tell the Pharaoh to set the children of Israel free from slavery in Egypt. Pharaoh didn't want to lose the workers. He said no, and God brought 10 punishing plagues unto the Egyptians. I will talk about these plagues later. There are so many messages in Scripture for me to share out of the 5 books of the Bible I wrote. I hope you enjoy the Bad Boy of Babylon podcast, brought to you from Freedom Sharing Jesus Revival, hosted at rogeroach.com/badboysofbabylon.